Welcome to Mind Stretch. Science has given us incredible discoveries, but it's also led to some truly bizarre and controversial experiments. From exploring human behavior to testing the limits of the mind, these experiments challenge our understanding of ethics, morality, and the boundaries of science. Today, we'll uncover some of the most fascinating and strange scientific experiments ever conducted. First on our list is the Stanford Prison Experiment, conducted in 1971 by psychologist Philip Zimbardo. The goal was to study the psychological effects of perceived power in a simulated prison environment. College students were assigned roles as either guards or prisoners, but the experiment quickly spiraled out of control. Guards began exhibiting abusive behavior, while prisoners experienced severe emotional distress. Originally planned for 2 weeks, the experiment was terminated after just 6 days. It revealed unsettling truths about how power and environment can influence human behavior, but it also raised serious ethical concerns about the treatment of participants. Next, we have the Milgram experiment, conducted in the 1960s by psychologist Stanley Milgram. This study aimed to explore obedience to authority. Participants were instructed to deliver electric shocks to a learner every time they answered a question incorrectly. The shocks weren't real, but the participants believed they were. Shockingly, 65% of participants obeyed instructions to deliver the maximum voltage, despite the learner's apparent suffering. The experiment highlighted the dark side of obedience, but faced backlash for its emotional impact on participants. In 1939, the Monster Study tested the effects of positive and negative reinforcement on speech development. Researchers worked with orphan children, some of whom were praised for their speech, while others were harshly criticized, even if they spoke perfectly. The study left lasting psychological scars on the negatively reinforced group, highlighting the ethical dangers of using vulnerable populations in experimental research. The Russian sleep experiment is more urban legend than verified science, but it's a haunting tale worth mentioning. Allegedly, Soviet scientists in the 1940s kept subjects awake for 15 days using an experimental gas, observing extreme psychological and physical changes. Though the experiment is fictional, it serves as a chilling reminder of how far science could go in pursuit of knowledge if ethics were disregarded. In 1920, John Watson and Rosalie Rayner conducted the Little Albert experiment, studying conditioned emotional responses. They exposed a baby, Albert, to a white rat and then made loud noises to induce fear. Over time, Albert became afraid of not just rats, but other furry objects. While it provided insights into classical conditioning, the lack of follow-up care for the child has made this experiment infamous in the history of psychology. Psychologist Harry Harlow's monkey experiments in the 1950s explored the nature of love and attachment. Baby monkeys were separated from their mothers and given surrogate mothers, one made of soft cloth and the other of wire with food. The monkeys consistently preferred the cloth surrogate, showing that comfort and security are as important as basic needs. While the findings were groundbreaking, the experiments were criticized for their cruelty and long-term effects on the monkeys. These experiments, bizarre and controversial as they are, have shaped our understanding of human and animal behavior. However, they also remind us of the importance of ethics and scientific research. The lessons learned have led to stricter guidelines, ensuring that the pursuit of knowledge doesn't come at the cost of harm to participants. Science continues to evolve, but the stories of these experiments remain cautionary tales of how curiosity must always be tempered with compassion. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the strangest experiments in scientific history. Which of these experiments do you find the most fascinating or disturbing? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mind Stretch for more thought-provoking explorations. See you next time.